What's up, you guys? It's a man in his podcast. I'm here with the Tiger Driver boys. Say what's up.
Yeah, TigerDriver9x in the building.
I let you do. I never let you get the first go. I always do the
I was
intro
waiting for
first,
you to do it. You cut
and
me off.
I
You
I
didn't
let
cut
you
me
do
off.
it. I
No,
wanted you
but
to
you didn't. You
shine,
didn't stop me. No, you didn't.
and
Because
that was
I
bad. That was awful. That was atrocious. Tiger Drive boys, what? That sucked. That was. Oh, I'm so excited for this. I'm really ecstatic for it, man. Another platform for me to just shit on you. This is grand. It's
I
gonna
don't
be a
know what
video podcast
I don't
too.
know what I expected.
Yeah, this is sick. This is sick.
All
Oh
right,
yeah, them Tiger Drive boys. What's up? I'm Chris.
I'm Jake.
Yeah.
And I'm Jake also. Uh, but we have a few questions that people were wanting to know. Uh, Wrestling Graham asked, would the Tiger
Oh.
Driver boys buy the Tiger Driver boys OnlyFans?
So you invite me on this podcast, and that's the first thing I have to deal with.
Yes.
I
We
thought we
didn't
were
even
free from wrestling,
we
Graham.
didn't even get into what Tiger Driver is. What if somebody doesn't know who this is? This is just
We'll get into
yeah.
that later.
All right, we're starting off with the
Is it like a joint thing? Like
yeah.
is
Is I guess only wrestling Graham knows what they're trying to ask, but like,
would I buy my OnlyFans? No. Would I buy Jake's OnlyFans? No.
I think that's what they were trying to ask, if you guys would buy each other's.
If we were together,
No, like if you would buy Jake's and if Jake would buy
I'd give it a month. It depends on the price. If me and him were together, I'd give it a month.
you
I'd see
give it a
how.
free trial.
Yeah, I got $10 to give away.
Yeah.
Solo dolo? No, no way.
Would I buy Chris's? No. Would I buy mine? No.
You wouldn't buy mine?
You wouldn't buy mine.
So? It's just
No,
it's
I
not
wouldn't
a.
buy yours.
That's pretty fucked up, man. All right.
Damn. Second question, or more so of a comment. Leo, I guess, wanted me to tell you guys that WCW got what they deserved.
All right. Now here's the thing. Here's the funny thing about this, and maybe I shouldn't say this. I have your addresses. You buy my merchandise. I know where you live, right? And I would never do anything to harm anybody unless they say things like this. And so, Leo, you buy a lot of merch, okay? You come to Discord, you come to streams, all that stuff. You better watch your back, bro. I'm just. That's all. That's all.
I don't
That's
know
all.
how you expect to say something like that and want us to treat you with the
respect.
same respect we would treat somebody else. You know, it's ridiculous.
Bailey Daly asked, how
Oh,
long
God.
has Loki been Jake's favorite wrestler?
Yeah, Jake. How long has Low Key been your favorite wrestler?
He's not my favorite wrestler.
Mm.
He was one of my favorite wrestlers before I knew what we now know, that he is literally like QAnon, conspiracy nut, anti-mask, anti-vax racist. Yeah. Up until that point, I thought he was pretty fucking cool.
Now, people out there, I don't know if you know this. Jake really doesn't have his own YouTube account, so he really just uses the Tiger Drive YouTube account. And I could see the watch history, and he loves watching low key matches. He
That's
just
not true at
at the
all.
wee hours of the night, he loves just watching all the low key classics. Correct me if I'm wrong. You made the low key playlist for Tiger Driver
I
with
did
no
make the low-key playlist. No, I absolutely did.
And that's there you have it, folks.
That was
there you
months
have
ago.
it. Yeah, all right. You know what else is months ago? A lot. A lot's happened in a short amount of time. I didn't know where I was going with that joke.
Yeah, I don't know where that was going either. Don't listen to him. I do have my own YouTube account. Chris doesn't know half the shit I watch on YouTube, so I'm not up all night watching low-key matches.
And that sounds even more suspicious.
Yeah, that's the joke.
Yeah, you think it's a joke now until you're on some kind of watch list, you sick freak.
So I have a question, and it's going to be followed up by a fan asked question. What are the playlists? What made you guys want to make the playlists?
Well, it was really just it's something that we get asked a lot. It was like, oh, we have been watching wrestling for a long time, and people have been watching WWE for a long time, so they may not necessarily know like Elix Skipper or Monty Brown or stuff like that. And for me, playlists are kind of like a labor of love to show somebody I cared about them. I make a music playlist. and stuff like that. It's like, oh, this is my favorite artist, and it was kind of wrestling is in a similar vein. So it was kind of just like a cool thing to show wrestlers that I like, highlight indie wrestlers, highlight wrestlers from the past. Uh, and yeah, and also and there's the video aspect of it, which is something that I just really like doing at the time. And so it was just kind of a good way to have consistent content, but also our goal of highlighting and showcasing wrestlers.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like how if you tell someone like, oh, you should listen to this album, 9 times out of 10 they're not doing it. Or like you should listen to this artist.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna ignore you. But if you like do the work, put the playlist together for them, and send it to them, then
And send them and also send them the song. Like the playlist video is like our song, and you're like, oh, I like that, and then you're like, okay, I'll watch the video.
Like just the Samoa Joe one. There was a lot of people that didn't know like Joe's pre WWE stuff that would like quote the tweet and be like, oh, the other day I wanted to watch old Samoa Joe matches, and now they're all in one place for him.
Yeah.
Well, a few months ago, my friend wanted to watch some Chris Hero matches, I think. So I sent him your guys' playlist for that. And
Oh man, I wish that video was still on Twitter. I gotta repost it, bro.
I remember that was the old DNCA account.
Yeah, I remember that one was the one I was so proud of because it was the OG Chris Hero music video from like the MV Zone with the rainbow stripes. So I kind of just copied that because that was always my favorite video growing up. And also that's another thing is like the music videos growing up. There were a lot of like indie music videos, so we kind of tried to replicate that style with the playlist. The playlist videos just kind of just showing cool highlights and stuff.
Yeah.
so the follow-up question is from Jason. He asked, what's your guys' favorite playlist to make? Which one was your favorite each to make?
I suppose this is probably about like the playlist videos. So
I don't know. People, okay, so here's the thing. People assume that the playlist making is like really this crazy, like scientific process. It's really just like, oh, what are matches that we like, and then looking around for interesting matches, and then making sure there's no pieces of shit in them.
Yep.
Another big thing is making sure that it's not video games, because you'll see like, oh, here's Chris Hero versus AJ Styles, and the thumbnail looks like a real match, and this is WWE 2K16, and you're like, all right, well, that's not right. So it's pretty easy, but the video aspect is probably the part that takes the longest, and we got some heaters. I really like the Samoa Joe one that I did this week. The Chris Hero one's a big favorite of mine. There's some ones for people that we cannot mention anymore that are fucking heaters, and it's goddamn it, they're so good, but they're pieces of shit, so you can never show them again. I remember Jake did Abyss and Kane in one night and one day. That was a good one for May 19th. I like that one a lot.
The Kane one was really good too.
Yeah.
Still. My personal favorite to do was probably the Homicide one.
Oh yeah.
That was like the first video I did.
Yeah.
What? What's the
No, just funny.
What's wrong with Homicide?
No, nothing. Well, from a white boy, a couple things, but more so, I just remember somebody was editing that, and they, I was like, "Hey, man, you should sync up these clips to the Kill Bill sirens." You're like, "Nah, I don't think I should."
Listen, I didn't really know how to edit at that point. That's why it was one of my favorite ones, because that was the first video I did where I was like, "Damn, this is actually good." I feel like if I did it again, I could make it better.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Like quite a
you're
bit,
welcome for that constructive criticism.
Shut up.
See how I get treated, man? It's crazy.
Either that or the Vampiro one. Those are my favorites, I think.
Oh man, you know what else is a good one? The fucking Roddy one, bro. Because what was the oh, okay, so Roderick Strong has 2 independent wrestling themes. And he has a Victim of Target and End of Heartache. I am a Victim of Target fan. Jake is a big End of Heartache fan. So I was like, when we're making this video, I need to get Roddy because I need to make sure that this song gets used. And he was like, okay, you can get Roddy, but I get Victoria, which fucking pissed me off because I love Victoria. So he just got that one.
I got to use all the things she said.
And then I ended up doing both of them anyway. And then Roderick Strong only fucking he retweeted mine. He retweeted the end of the Victim of Target one, but he was like, badass motherfucker for the End of Heartache one. I was like, come on, bro, this did not help my case at all.
It's okay to be wrong.
Didn't Big Show quote tweet one of your guys'
No, I think he did the Deadlock one. The fucking Mama Said Knock You Out one. Yeah. That shit rules. That was so awesome.
Those Deadlock videos are sick too.
Yeah, shout out to I think Cheese and Revolution do those.
Yeah.
Those are so gnarly.
Revolution made our favorite wrestling MV.
The Bullet Club one?
It's not on YouTube anymore. I tried to watch it.
No, it is. He uploaded it, I think. Or it's on Vimeo.
All right, cool. I'm gonna have to watch that.
The last fan asked question is from Candy. She says, "What's
Oh,
your
no.
favorite Kelly Kelly match?" And
And
Kelly and John Cena. Kelly, I think, won the world title for John Cena at one time in a tag match.
was that John Cena or was that Edge?
I think it was Edge. Yeah, it was Edge. Yeah, it was Edge.
That was Edge.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
the male superstars are just so irrelevant that I couldn't remember. Divas all the way.
Yeah, compared to the Divas. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, was Kelly Kelly? This might be weird. Was she in that like extreme poker segment on ECW? Yeah, young Chris, that was his favorite segment of all time. That was so cool, man. They had me hook, line, and sinker. I was staring at the
2007
TV.
was different.
I was switching back and forth, bro. I was like, this is great TV right here.
oh, I was at my grandpa's house when that was on, and I had my thumb on the previous channel button. So anytime he'd walk in,
Yeah.
That was cool.
You got to be quick with the reflexes.
I honestly couldn't tell you any other Kelly Kelly moments.
Listen, don't listen.
Oh, don't say that.
Move on. We love Kelly Kelly here. We love the
Kelly
Divas.
Kelly. We love
the
the
Divas
Divas.
are amazing.
We're all about the Divas. I remember every Kelly Kelly match.
I love the Divas. That's not my era of diva, but yeah.
Yeah. If we want to talk like Victoria, I mean, I know all those matches.
Facts.
More about you guys though. Who is Tiger Driver? Like, who are you guys, and what do you do?
I was waiting for you to jump on that one.
I'm letting you get it, bro. I'm letting you get it.
All right. We really this is not the first time we tried Tiger Driver. We had another attempt at that a couple years ago when we were not or at least I wasn't as
This is F grade explanation. This is just
then do it. Do it
No,
yourself.
I wouldn't.
No,
when you
no,
remember
no,
when you
no,
started
no.
editing videos and you were dog shit, and now you're better. So you're
Mhm.
dog shit now, and we're gonna keep going. This is gonna get good. You got it.
Tiger Driver, I mean, I could just list off what we say in the Twitter bio. Like TigerDriver9x is a brand focused on pro wrestling with a,
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot you could see me. I'm so sorry. I forgot. Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
no, man, do it yourself. I'm not talking anymore.
No, bro. Come on. We're wasting the people's time. Come on. You got it.
No,
You got it.
No,
you got it.
No,
You got
it's you.
TigerDriver9x is a professional wrestling brand. Essentially, all that we do is we highlight independent wrestlers and talk about wrestlers from the past. We make dope merchandise, playlists, interviews, things like the beat off and things like we do cool crosswords every so often. That's it. We don't do anything. No, actually, we do a shit ton of work. It's very stressful. It gives a big headache. But it's just it was kind of just supposed to be like complex for wrestling, in a sense. Especially before the pandemic started, it was supposed to be like really like video based and cool, just like showing independent wrestlers and hopefully giving a new audience to those wrestlers. But then the pandemic happened, and then independent wrestlers started being awful human beings. Well, they showed themselves to be awful human beings, so we kind of had to take a step back. And it's really just cool wrestling shit. It's just cool wrestling merchandise, cool wrestling playlists, cool wrestling tweets, streams, just anything that's we think is cool in wrestling mixed with everything that we like in real life.
Yeah, when people ask who you are, I just kind of tell them just independent wrestling content creators, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's like the best way to describe you guys, I feel like. But how did you guys meet? Like, how long have you guys known each other, though?
It's like 5 years now. 5, 6
What?
years.
Are you dumb? It's definitely longer than 5 years.
No,
There's
6
no,
years,
it's
6
not
years.
longer than 5
2015,
years.
yeah, for sure 2015.
Wow, this feels like it's been a decade thing.
Yeah, no,
Oh
6
my
years.
god, yeah, I knew Jake when his Twitter at was Save Us Y2 Jake. What
Yeah,
a fucking
like that.
shitty name that was.
Something like that.
I did have to do that. And let me tell you something. This kid, man, he was an all-timer, awful opinion. I had Jake muted for 4 out of the 6 years that I've known him, probably, I think. I think when my Twitter account got clipped and I went back to the old one, it was like, yeah, you only got one person, like maybe 3 people muted, and it was one of them. And I never mute anybody. But I like the kid so much, his just opinions were just dog shit, bro. They're just dog shit. I was like, I can't handle this no more.
They haven't really changed. I just don't tweet them anymore.
Thank God. Thank fucking God.
Do you remember any off the top of your head? Like any of his dog shit opinions?
Oh, they were probably 90% Roman Reigns based.
No, because I liked Roman Reigns. I just remember there was
Not as
some.
much as I did.
I don't remember what it was, bro. But it was just some Triple H take. And actually, here's the number one awful Jake opinion: is that he thinks Matt is better than Jeff. And he's felt this way for a long time. And not like I will agree, Matt is a better wrestler than Jeff Hardy. He's more technically sound. He's more solid. But he just thinks Matt is cooler than Jeff Hardy.
I didn't say not all the time. Not all the time.
That's enough right there. What? Motherfucker was coming out with paint all over his body, humping the air, getting tongued down by Trish Stratus on meth. And you're sitting here talking about, oh yeah, no, version
Bro,
1.
Matt Hardy V1 was sick. Matt Hardy
Okay,
V1 was crazy.
cool. And you know what else is cool? Jeff Hardy fucking just being Jeff Hardy every day.
Okay, listen. One of my
And this is before the broken stuff, by the way, I think, at this point.
right at the start of it.
So it wasn't even like you can't even have the excuse.
I liked Jeff Hardy as a kid. I liked the Hardy Boys tag team better than just Jeff. I thought Jeff was cool. He wasn't my favorite.
And this is what I have to deal with. If you couldn't tell, this is what I have to deal with.
So basically, you just knew Jake for his awful opinions.
Yeah,
on...
pretty
Chris
much.
did not like me for a while.
I don't know why. I don't know why I stayed. I really don't get it. I couldn't.
We really didn't. We didn't talk for like
but I never really unfollowed you, and you were always in my back pocket because my brain was like, one day, you will have a job that needs to be done and no one else can do it. And I was like, okay.
Other people knew this. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, all right.
Second question is, what's your guys' each number one dream match that can or cannot happen? Like, it can happen or it can't happen, whatever.
Well, Jacob, in about 1999, The Undertaker started sacrificing people.
Mm-hmm.
And in 1999, Sting was cool as fuck. Now, I don't know why this never happened. It never will happen. But that's all I ever wanted out of wrestling. If wrestling had Sting versus Undertaker, I'd watch it every day for the rest of my life on a fucking loop. There's nothing else in life that I would need. And I've been saying this answer for goddamn 12 years now, and I'll never stop saying it. That's it. That's all I really wanted. Or Vampiro versus Undertaker would be fucking gnarly too.
Yeah.
Also, ICP versus the Hardy Boys. Holy shit!
I can't believe that one didn't happen.
That would go crazy.
For like a
they should have booked it, dude. They should have booked that for the gathering.
They could have got that for the gathering.
They should. They could have definitely got it for the gathering.
That hard.
That'd have been nuts.
Shit. Let me think. Every time I get asked this question, I'm like, I give like a different answer off the top of my head because I don't know. I just think like they just come and go. Like I think of like a match that I want to see, and then it's just like in one ear out the other. I don't think Shibata ever wrestled Daniel Bryan. For me, that would go crazy. Chris is a characters guy more than
this
a
guy likes
matches
moves.
guy.
Oh my god, this guy likes moves. What a fucking geek.
Shibata and Bryan before their brains went bad, probably them. That'd be at least like top 5 for me.
Yeah.
Or like Test versus someone that he didn't get to wrestle because y'all know I love Test.
Yeah, Test versus Big Cass. With Julius Smokes on commentary, bro.
And he can't tell them apart. Maven, Raven, what?
Fuck no. Do you remember in like 2011 whenever they were doing the whole thing for Undertaker coming back to face Triple H?
Yeah, no, I remember. I remember it, and I remember that they specifically used rain clips, and they used fucking a bird, and they used clips specifically from Sting's entire WCW promo, and it was supposed to be Sting, and he didn't get signed. He went back to TNA, and it was the worst day of my life. And then to make matters worse, when he came back, Triple H said, "Hey, I'm here too," and it fucking sucked. Yeah, I remember that like it was yesterday. I remember like I was sitting there so eager and excited. I remember when Jericho was doing the end of the world is here thing. I was like, that's Sting. But the Sting. It was never Sting. It was never Sting until one fateful night at Survivor Series. Then it was Sting.
You were sitting there with your face painted.
Let's not talk about it.
Oh, no. Let's talk about it.
My face wasn't painted that night. Let's just be clear.
It was the next day?
No, that was completely
That
I
was a
was just
different time.
depressed. Yeah, I was just.
Mm.
It was the same time period. I was just. What are we talking
What
about?
when Sting debuted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a video out there if you want to find it. You can go ahead and find it. My reaction to Sting debuting because someone was like, Sting's gonna be on the show. I was like, oh yeah, Sting's gonna be in the show. Yeah, okay, right. And so I every time they say Sting's gonna be on the show, I got my Sting shirt out. I got my camera ready just in case. And Sting was certainly on that show, and I certainly reacted.
Is
And
there
then
a
there's
reaction video for his AEW debut?
it was on
There,
stream, wasn't it? Or no, it wasn't.
it wasn't on stream.
But
It
I was
wasn't on stream
there.
because I didn't know that it was happening. I had no clue. People were like, "Oh yeah, they've been saying this for weeks." I had no idea.
I knew, but I didn't want to tell you
I
before
had
it
no
happened.
clue, and so we're sitting there watching it, and was like, my friend texted me. He's like, "Yo, what the fuck is Sting gonna come out or something?" I was like, "Yeah, right." OMG, OMG, and I was like, "Well, I thought it was something completely different." I was like, "Well, who's coming out?" And then I saw it, and I just remember screaming louder than I've ever screamed in my life. And I remember no, that Twitter account is clipped. There's a video out there saying, "Tony Khan, I will suck your dick," because I was just so ecstatic. Thankfully that video is gone now. But Anthony, man, my word, baby, what's up?
No, I remember I was at the gym and for whatever reason they have TNT on the TVs there.
Yeah,
And I forgot
As
what
they should.
exercise I was doing, but I seen Steen come out and I had to act all cool because I'm like,
that's
I don't
so
want to look like a nerd
cool.
working out at the gym. Like I was just sitting there and I was like, I went to the bathroom, I called my dad, my brother, everyone.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
That's next level.
Yeah, my gym has TNT too, and it was like the one time I was there late at night because usually record the podcast Wednesdays, I think. And
Not
one
anymore.
time I was just there, and it was Abaddon was on TV, and I was just staring, and then niggas was like, "The fuck is this?" And in my mind, I was be like, "Man, that's Abaddon. It's cool as fuck." But I was like, "Yeah, this is cool though, huh? Yeah, it's pretty cool."
I stopped trying to socialize about wrestling when I was in like I think I was like a freshman in high school and I was playing football, so we were going to the weight room and there was a kid up there a grade above me wearing just a t-shirt with a WWE logo on it. And he's in there
Swagless,
working
no
out.
swag. That's gross.
It's a workout shirt, but like he's in there
Don't
just
matter.
working out, just straight up WWE logo. And I was like, oh man, I didn't say anything, but he like saw me looking at it. He's like, I don't know. Like he's like, I just found this shirt. And I
He was
like,
lying. That boy's a major fan.
he might be, but I was like, all right, I'm not talking about wrestling no more.
Yeah.
I hate it when I try talking about wrestling to people that like I don't know how to explain. Like there's somebody at the gym, they came up to me like, "Oh, I miss when wrestling was real." And I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
They're like when The Rock would just hit people with steel chairs, that was real. And I was like, "It's never been real, bro. Like it's never been unscripted."
I just gotta hit him with the yeah.
I was wearing a
That's it.
Bullet Club shirt one time, and I was just walking outside my house doing normal shit. And I live in the hood, and I was like, first off, somebody recognized that, and it was a black dude, older black dude that was off his rocker, and I was like, Young Bucks are gods, low key, because this is kind of crazy. Because I wear a lot of wrestling shirts, and nobody ever cares. Bullet Club shirt is like, and that boy would not stop talking to me about New Japan and Ring of Honor. I was like, hey, fuck off, please, 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 fuck off, leave me alone. I got laundry to go finish.
In like 2017, I had like just got the Kenny Omega 8-bit Bullet Club shirt, and I wore that to class one day, and I was in the back of the class, and someone's walking towards the back, and they like put up the too sweet, and I was like, oh no, like am I about to
Yeah.
do this in class right now? Like I'm such a dickhead if I ignore it.
Did you two sweet him back?
Yeah,
Okay, all right. You
it
better
was a
have.
dude. It was a dude that kind of looked like Questlove, actually.
Oh, it was a black dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better have two sweet him back. Fuck you.
But okay, but we're like in class. Like I
Don't
don't like
matter.
attention being drawn on me in
Don't
public.
matter.
And
If
like,
a
it's
black
like a
dude-
class where nothing's going on, and he just
if a
puts up
black
the
dude is
tweet.
doing something, it's cool. If it was another white dude, maybe I can understand it. If it was two Jakes, I'd be like, what are they about to do? I need to get out of this classroom. Black dude is smooth. It's great.
And then another time, I wore the same Kenny Omega shirt. Like probably months later, I was in a grocery store, and I'm walking in, and I see a person walking like this opposite direction to me, but like towards me. And he had on the Young Bucks Bullet Club shirt, like with the bandana and shit. And I was like, oh no.
It's a
Oh
good shirt.
no.
I got that shirt.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I know exactly what's about to happen,
Yeah,
and sure enough,
those shirts are starting to fade. Pro wrestling tees, because you
yeah.
wouldn't be doing a screen printing, you piece of trash. So one color print. Jesus Christ.
And instead of like instead of just putting up the two tweet like something silent, he's like, "Yo, Bullet Club," and I was like, oh no, get me out of this store.
Yikes.
That was rough.
No, I don't know why. I was like, I'm embarrassed that I watched wrestling in high school. But then, like, my senior year, me and my friends, we all had a backyard little thing going. And we started promoting it. And I remember I, like, got on Facebook and I cut this, like, promo about why you should be at the show and all that. And I went to school the next day and everyone's like, fucking nerd. And I was
Nice.
like, oh,
That's sick, bro. Hell yeah.
Bro, yeah, I in high school I was definitely embarrassed to like wrestling, like wouldn't wear wrestling shirts to class, whatever, wouldn't admit it. And then it at some point it kind of hit me. I was like, bro, these people all watch like anime and shit. It's not about what you like. It's about like okay, to a certain extent it is, but like if
No, I'm just saying anime is way cooler than wrestling, but
yeah, to some people, but there are kids that are like Naruto running in the hallway. You know what I mean? It's like if you can like wrestling, but if you're out there like doing Bullet Club bits, then you're not cool.
Listen. If you're Naruto running in the hallway unprompted, problem. If you and a bunch of niggas is just out here having fun and make Naruto
That's
running,
different. That's what I'm
great
saying.
time. That's what I'm saying. Great
That's
time.
what I'm saying. If you're like fucking around and then you're having like a fake wrestling match, that's one thing. But if you and your friends are like doing like being the elite bits and shit, like you're not cool.
Oh, I wish I was in school, man. I'll be doing being the elite bits out my ass right now, bro. Are you kidding me? Oh my god.
no,
It's not.
there is one
Yeah,
time.
it's like those tweets that are like, oh, you didn't get bullied for watching anime. You got bullied because you were fucking trying to do kamehamehas on your friend.
Which is just completely false. It's not even true. Because there'd be kids out there that just keep to themselves and like, oh, you got manga in your book bag, fucking nerd, and just beat the shit out of them. Like, damn, that's real. That's
Damn,
sad
New York
for you.
different. That did not
Yeah,
happen.
New York is you. You go to a library and kids would just not even like books, but I would be like trying to read case closed and shit. They'd be like, what the fuck is this shit? I was like,
He's solving
Conan.
cases. He's solving
yeah,
cases.
he's a kid.
There was one time I was wearing the Enzo Cup of Hater shirt, and the kid did the full like Enzo and Big Cast thing in the middle
Oh.
of class. And I was like, hey yo, knock that off.
Jesus Christ.
Yo,
No.
Teacher, can I leave? I gotta go change my shirt.
Oh my god.
You gotta
Nah,
spill
anytime
something
I
on your
wore a
shirt
wrestling
instantly.
shirt- Wrestling shirt, I'd have to have a hoodie on. Like I did not want people coming up to me cutting promos.
Yeah.
One time, a teacher asked me what my Los Ingobernables shirt meant. Like, as I was like walking up to the desk to hand in paper, and while I'm up there, like rest of the class is sitting. She's like, "Oh, what does your shirt mean?" I was like, "Nothing."
I don't be giving a fuck. I do not be caring in the slightest. People are like, oh, what's your shirt? Well, Los Ingobernables Day Japan is an international wrestling stable created in 2014.
I don't know. I don't even think it's wrestling necessarily. I think I don't like attention being on me.
I had this Brian Pillman shirt. So I was like, who is that? And I was like, well, let me sit you down for a second. Tell you about this time this man almost whipped out his Johnson on TV.
On ECW. That happened to me when I was John Cena for Halloween.
You whipped out your Johnson?
No.
Oh.
No. People kept asking me like
To whip
who I
out
was
your
supposed to
Johnson?
be.
I won a Halloween contest as an Undertaker, and I just had a black sweatsuit on and a black plastic coat. And looking back at it, it's a shitty costume, but I somehow won, and I was like maybe 04, so I guess niggas beat
That is
up.
kind of Undertaker. If you did
Yeah.
you have the hat?
Yeah, I think I had that.
Alright.
I think so. It wasn't an Undertaker hat. It was like a like a Uncle Pillsby hat, like a black, just straight up. Like,
When was that? 2004.
yeah.
That was like whenever I first started watching wrestling. Whenever I went to my first show, I made my parents take me home because Undertaker came out. I was scared shitless.
Oh, dude, that's my
Oh,
guy.
bro.
Number one guy right there.
Nah, Kane scared me when I was like 4 at a wrestling show.
When I was
like,
younger,
I
I
gotta
think
get out of here.
I think I've told Jake the story. I would play with my action figures and I would always build to Undertaker and Kane, but I would never have a clean finish. because I was so afraid that if Kane lost, he would know that I made him lose, and he would come fuck me up. And I was so afraid that if Undertaker lost, he knew that I'd made him lose, and he would come fuck me up. So I'd always just have an undecisive clean finish. DX would hit the ring, something crazy. And then one day I was like 8 or something. I was like, fuck it, fuck it. Tombstone and Tombstone reversal. The match ends clean for the first time ever. And I did not sleep until like 1 a.m., bro. I was like, oh, I'm fine. I can just do this now.
Fuck no. When Ric Flair was doing his retirement thing, I had my action figures, and I made him like lose his WrestleMania match or whatever. And then when he lost at Mania, like I like broke down crying because I thought I was the reason why. Like I thought it happened because I made it happen. I was freaking out.
It was time anyway. It was time anyway.
Yeah.
That's fine.
TNA said, no, it was not.
Fortune 4.
And then one last question to get away from wrestling for a bit. If you guys made a Jackass style movie, what stunt would you pitch?
Man, I just watched Jackass 2 the other night.
I was watching 3 last night.
Yeah. My favorite all-time Jackass stunt is still the human bungee jump with Preston and Wee Man. I don't think I'm big or small enough to do the human bungee jump.
No.
But
Well, Preston's really short.
yeah, but he weighs a lot.
But I'd imagine he weighs about as much as us. Because he's like 5 feet tall.
I weigh like 240. He's heavier than that.
He might not be. He's really short.
Nah, Preston's got to be 300. The switcheroo with him and Phil, he is huge. He's like the same size as Phil. Preston Lacey has to weigh like 300 pounds. At least.
What the fuck is 120 kg? Stop.
That's a
260.
VPN talking. How much?
260.
That's crazy.
When you're small,
Guy's
bro.
gigantic. Yeah, I guess he is
Yeah.
short. Okay. Then it's the same amount of weight. So I want to do the human bungee jump for sure. That's my favorite. It looks like a lot of fun.
Didn't Wee Man get that though?
They both did.
Yeah, 'cause
Preston
he,
was like
like, went
shaking
up.
because he's terrified of heights. Yeah.
All my Jackass stunts would be me pranking Jake. I wouldn't do any of the scary shit. I'd do like when they're walking the office building and the fucking big ass hand just slaps him in the face, shit like that. I'd be the what do you call it? The segments in between all the big stunts to make you laugh, and then you're like, oh, what are they gonna do now? Like that'd be me.
Yeah.
Like the one where they put the Valentine in the hallway of the
Yeah.
with the boxing glove coming through.
I would
it.
do all that shit. That's an
Yeah.
all timer. Fuck.
I want to do the one that looked really fun to me was Johnny Knoxville and Butterbean boxing in the department
Get
stores.
knocked out by Butterbean.
I don't want to get knocked out by Butterbean, but like
Oh my
boxing
God.
someone in a department store is an all-time bit.
Boy, want to be in Brawl for All.
My least favorite are like the fucking disgusting ass ones, like the pooping. Ugh. Like
Yeah, Johnny or
every time.
was it Johnny Knoxville or Steve-O in the porta potty?
That was Steve-O. Yeah.
So,
Oh
Porta
my
potty
god,
slingshot.
bro!
Horrible. One of
And
the
it's like
worst ones-
seeping out of the. Oh my god, bro!
One of the worst ones to watch for me was the Anaconda ball pit.
Oh my god!
Yeah, where Johnny Knoxville just keeps getting bit.
Man, shout out to them, man.
Not in a million years would I do that shit.
No, absolutely not.
There is no amount of money you could pay me to do the Anaconda ball pit.
no.
Some of that
I,
shit, like the slingshot where Ryan Dunn's in the shopping cart,
R.I.P. to the goat. Yeah,
I might try that. That looked like it hurt, but it
he
didn't
got
look
fucked
like
up a
it hurt
lot
so
on that
bad.
one. I remember
guess-
them
I
having to
guess
do a lot of
because-
takes for that.
He got fucked up because at the last second, Bam pulled the garage door down and launched him into the garage door.
I thought when he was doing that one, they just had to keep doing it because it wasn't going right.
I don't
And
remember.
then Bam, they finally get it, and Bam is a dickhead. Shout out to Bam. Hope he's doing good. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean,
No,
yeah,
I-
there's so
I
many
saw-
Jackass stuff, like stunts that I would hypothetically would like to try, but then I'd pussy out at the last second. For sure.
Oh, definitely. I saw the one in 3D in theaters with my grandma. A movie I wanted to see, and I was like, "See Jackass in theaters." She's like, "All right." She did not walk in. She walked in, and then after like 10 minutes, she just stood out in the lobby until the movie was over. She did not do it.
That's sick. That's awesome.
That's how it
But
was.
yeah, aren't they making a fourth one?
They are.
Yeah,
They are.
trying.
No, they're making it.
They're-
Just ain't gonna have
I know,
Bam in it, but they're making
yeah.
it.
It's
Yeah, Bam's
unfortunate.
not doing good at all.
No, he's not. But hopefully he does better.
Hopefully he gets well. I love Bam.
Yeah, it's the guy.
Viva La Bam made me who I am today.
Oh well, don't say that.
I've
Don't put that on him, bro.
never punched my dad. Put that on record. I've never done that.
I was fucking my dad up, bro. Me and my dad were going full force at each other. I was like, oh my god, bro. Yeah, shout out to Bam. I definitely hit my dad in the nuts before. And my mom was like, please stop doing that. I was like, it's funny, bro. It's so funny. It was
There's no cameras. You're doing it for no one but yourself.
That's what I do. My life. It was like to the point where like he couldn't beat me up anymore. So I wasn't old enough to really hurt him, but I was old enough for it to not affect me. And I'm like, yeah, man, if Bam could do it, I can do it too.
Bam was a dickhead.
He was. Oh
I
my
didn't-
god.
I used to watch it as a kid, but then I just bought it again on Apple TV or whatever. And
Fuck, I might have to buy it. Fuck. I might have to buy it. I'm waiting for one of them million streaming service to pick it up and
Viva La
Jackass
Bam
and
is
Wild Boys.
incredible.
God, bro.
Good.
It should, but it doesn't have it. It's so annoying. None of the MTV shit has it. I want it so bad. It put me onto so
No,
much
you-
music, skaters, CKY. Oh, it was so good.
Oh, I used to stay up all night watching CKY videos on YouTube.
Yeah, bro. Fuck. I'm gonna make a CKYT flip. That shit goes crazy.
I was gonna
But-
say who would it be for, but we don't need to give that away on on video.
No, it's just gonna be for Tiger Driver.
Um,
We are Camp Killing.
anyway,
You guys want to plug anything?
Uh,
Yeah, coming up.
how much time do you got?
yeah.
What time do you
TigerDriver9x.com. That's where you can find all the articles, features, playlist, podcasts, all that stuff. We have a new podcast out that is Samoa Joe. It's a great playlist with over 30 matches. To watch the playlist, you go to our YouTube page, video plays, and there's also in the description there's something that says direct playlist link, and you can click that top video, and it's all the videos in order. Some of them are kind of chronological, some of them are just in order of whatever.
Just thrown together. Yeah.
Yeah, patreon.com/TigerDriver9x if you want to support us. Number one way to support us. Exclusive content, Fire Pro Fed, $5 pledge. You get entry to our Fire Pro Fed. We just put out a bonus match this past week. Early access playlist, which is a John Moxley playlist, so you get early access to playlist a week early. A bunch of other stuff. Jake has done a spin-a-rooney allegedly because we had 100 patrons, so I am waiting for that.
I think I have to reshoot it.
Oh come on, mate, what's going on?
Bro,
with you?
the footage, the angle was it didn't
Send
capture
it
a full
to me.
spin-a-rooney.
Send it to me.
No.
Come on, bro, please. I've been waiting for this so long.
There's no way. You
Tiger-
will see the spin-a-rooney when you see the spin-a-rooney.
This is bullshit. The Tiger Driver 9X podcast available on all podcasting platforms, Apple Music, Spotify. If you enjoy me bullying Jake and hearing us all about wrestling, that's what that is. Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. Tiger Driver 9X. Yeah.
WWE 2K19 Universe mode coming soon, probably.
very soon.
Hopefully. I think I will have another playlist done by the end of the week, probably. Fire Pro pay-per-view on twitch.tv/TigerDriver9x in a couple weeks. And just more of the same stuff. We're gonna have interviews and all that coming up.
Yeah, we got a new Makito article coming out this week. Merch drop in the next month or so. Stuff like that.
J Crown article should be soon.
Yeah.
Sometime this week, probably, because that match is coming up.
Yeah.
And you guys want to comment on that video you posted of for the beat off?
Hey,
Oh.
man.
Hey,
Listen,
for all the real beaters out there.
the beat off is if you ever seen what do you call that thing?
Versus.
That bullshit. Versus. Well, imagine some of the top names in wrestling whatever the fuck. Just playing some of their favorite songs and their favorite wrestling theme songs. that's pretty much all that is, and it will be back very soon. I'll take a hiatus because if you didn't
15
notice,
rounds.
Tiger Driver is only 2 people. It is
Yeah.
literally only 2 people. And you don't got a video team. We don't got a graphics team. We don't got a merch
Yeah.
team. It's
You're
just
looking at
us.
the video team. You're looking at the merch team right now.
And so if something's going real heavy, like Patreon and all the content, then something has to take a step back. And that was the beat off. So hopefully it comes
Yeah.
back. And I
And
don't know what's taking
I
a
think
step back,
people will like it better, like because like songs that were banned before, it's been
Yeah.
long enough. We can unban them now. We
Yeah,
can
yeah.
run back categories from last
Yeah.
time. We'll make sure to get everybody's favorites back on the show.
yeah.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is, for the first one that we have planned, it is a showdown that has been brewing for almost a year now, off away from the beat off. It's been in the
And,
talks.
and
for
I
months.
believe there's one new beater in that match.
Someone call her the ultimate beater,
and one beat off all star.
and that's all we go. That's all we're gonna say about that. That's all we're gonna say about that.
All right, all right. So I'll make sure to link all of that stuff down below.
Good luck.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Yeah,
shit.
just go to our YouTube and copy the description. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much,
All the
yeah.
links in the
Alright.
description. Copy that.
All right, bet. But that's gonna do it for this episode. Thanks for being on, guys.
Of course.
Thanks
Thanks
for having us.